There's no cause for panic.
Hi guys, we are rocking and rolling. This is super loud in my ears. But I know, we had like a big weekend and there was some Final Fantasy got put on hold. I had to get my emotes. But okay, so we're gonna do 7.3 today. I hope everybody's having a good day. If you're watching this on the VOD, I hope you're having a great time watching this. We're gonna do 7.3 today. We're gonna do MSQ. We might not finish. If I heard MSQ is like 5 hours long, so we did a little bit. So if we finish MSQ in the next couple hours, we will be here. If we don't finish MSQ in the next couple hours, we will finish it tonight after our, cause I got some stuff to do. We're hanging out today. Like in a couple hours. So I've been running around in my llama. Sorry guys. Okay, so sorry guys, we've been hanging out and I've been running around in my llama. Okay, so what I was doing right now was shit, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing Pelu Pelu Quest. But right now it's locked. Okay. So what we'll do is we're just gonna go to MSQ. So now that everything is unlocked, like we got like maybe some post dawn trail, a couple of trials maybe. I'm not too sure how they're gonna do that. I haven't heard anything, but I'll keep you guys posted as soon as I hear stuff. I'll jump on Lodestone right now after and look and see what's going on. Yeah, but I'll keep you guys posted on what they're gonna do at post dawn trail, because usually every expansion has like the main MSQ and then the post MSQ, and then they're gonna unlock the new raids, right? But we're not getting the new raids yet. Okay, I just want to make sure we're good. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Shell because this is the second part of the story. I know we did it like the first day, but I apologize. My mind was elsewhere. Okay, we're good on all levels. I just want to make sure we're good on everything. As you said, you need time to work through it. Look at Sphene over there. You're right. I ought to heed my own words. As it stands, I'm of no use to anyone. Kahuya used to say the best things to do with grief was to let it all out. So I think I'll take myself over to the earth and sky and say my goodbyes to Gyod. Why don't you come along? I could use someone to blubber to if I had a shoulder to spare. Oh, she wants a shoulder to cry on. Right. Then let's get out of Everkeep for a bit. Oh, God. Hey, baby. Thank you. Hi. You're up? I'm sorry. Well, good morning. It's a fair trek on foot, so I've arranged a couple of air-wheelers. They've had their communication modules removed, so even Kalik shouldn't be able to seize control over them. Say the word and we'll set off. Oh yeah, let's do it. Do I get one? Do I actually get one? They won't let me get one, huh? Like, you gotta buy it? I want it though. Cause see, like when it flies, look, it does that. That's cool. The cloud bike, you pay $30 and it doesn't even do that. The cloud bike flies, but it doesn't fly like that. I think it's like 7 million for one of these. But it's cool because it looks like something out of Dune. We would often talk about how one day we might fly. Okay, shale. Oh, am I just hanging out with shale? Okay, this is where they grow their greens. It's like some of it. I like to think of like they have a part for weed. But I could be wrong. That's just me and my mentality. I like to think one of them is specifically for, you know, hydroponics. But that's just me. Phew. That helped clear my head a touch. You know, Wade, you might be the first person I've ridden with who wasn't an Oblivion recruit. As far as I remember, at least, the memories from my regulator days aren't exactly reliable. Come on, let's head inside. Hopefully, the way will be clear of pests today. So we get a new dungeon. We get a new... So they already have the extreme. You get the extreme after you do the trial. We'll do it. We get a new alliance raid. What else have we got? We got a new PvP map. I was on PvP for like a couple of days, so sorry. Like I was just like a crystalline conflict right there, getting my rewards. That's why I got this. Look, you know why they gave this? Because you got kick ass, and then you got take names. That's why he unlocks that PvP. See. So this will be my new thing in PvP. Bro, I'm just gonna fuck this fool up. Look at this. Oh, yeah. We can usually avoid such encounters, but sometimes they wander in and block the only path. Not that it slowed you down at all. I've never seen you fight up close before, and the surveillance feed clearly didn't do it justice. Ahem. Hopefully that keeps the route clear for a while, shall we? Well, yeah, I'm fucking samurai. This is Bushido. This is Wu-Tang Clan.
Whenever we lost a comrade, the three of us would come back here to reminisce. Me, Geode, and Kafkiwa.
Kafkiwa. Oh, that's how you spell it, with the F.
Will you raise a glass?
Yes, Geode got set up in the last episode by automatons.
What are the two of you doing here?
I had a feeling you'd show up. Would you like to join us?
I suppose I could spare a moment.
It's Cryo. Look at little Cryo. I thought that was always like a dude, and then I didn't realize it was a little girl. Don't judge me, guys.
They tell us Oblivion's founders disappeared some decades ago under mysterious circumstances. And it was Kafkiwa who revived our organization. You and Geode helped her with that, didn't you? Tell us more about it. You're keen to know too, right? What they were like back then. The mad things they got up to. That sort of thing.
Wait, what? How do I? Oh, they're gonna tell like childhood stories.
Those were the days. It was actually right before the Reformation that I met Geode. I still wore a regulator then. I had recently lost someone close to me. And also quit a long stint as an adapter to work at a bar of all places. It paid me to sit with patrons and keep them company.
Oh, yeah. They do that here, too.
So Geode came in one night. It wasn't long before we got into
Look, he has the cruiserweight.
First-time customer, but
The cruiserweight jacket.
And then one of us threw a punch.
You got into a fist fight? What were you even arguing about?
Damned if I know. We were deep in our cups. I think we were both just frustrated and angry at everything. By the end of it, we were both sprawled out in the street. Pair of drunken fools. Then this odd machine stopped to lecture us, scolding us for obstructing the foot traffic and not taking better care of ourselves.
That's how they met.
I can't imagine you ever being in such a sorry state. The odd machine. That was Kafkiwa, I take it.
Kafkiwa.
That it was. Once she was done upbraiding us for our unseemly behavior, she launched into a recruitment pitch. Kafkiwa explained that she wanted to protect the outside world from Zoralja's invasion.
She's the leader of the
keep him
resistance.
from bringing ruin to the place her beloved son lived. And if we were so intent on self-destruction, then perhaps we might consider risking our hides for a just cause. It was a lot to take in. I hadn't given much thought to what lay beyond the barrier. And learning that Kafkiwa herself was already dead was enough to make my head spin. But Geode and I were intrigued by her ideas and wanted to see this future of hers come to pass.
Geode often spoke of it. He told me that meeting Kafkiwa was what first taught him the value of remembering people.
Oh, wrong thing. Oh, we gotta like cover that. Nah, we don't have to cover it too much.
Oh, but back then you hadn't yet taken on Oblivion's name, had you?
Is that so? I just assumed.
It hadn't been Kafkiwa's intention to carry on Oblivion's legacy, nor adopt the cause your parents championed. Not initially, at least. She wasn't even aware such an organized resistance existed. She did, however, suspect the presence of other dissidents, those who objected to resurrecting the memories of the dead in defiance of the natural order. In the hopes of identifying like-minded comrades, we began searching the core system for traces of unauthorized access. And that's how we found it. An anomalous sector in the back of the Neon Stein. According to Melancholy, the door to that mystery had remained firmly shut since she took over the business.
The back room.
The back room. We forced our way in, only to discover that the hideout had long been abandoned. Although the occupants were gone, the equipment they'd left behind contained records of a group calling itself Oblivion.
Oh, they're already
After
there.
reading through their exploits and their vision for the future, we made the decision to carry on their work.
Oh. Interesting.
Thus were my parents' and Kafkiwa's hopes bound together.
And carried onward by Shale and Geode.
We could never have made it this far on our own, of course. Not without the strength of arms you and your friends provided.
Oh, we're just chilling, that's why.
Losing comrades is a hard thing, but being here, thinking back on the moments we shared, I can see their smiles, hear their laughter. I feel their presence, and I know they're still with us. But these memories of mine are for me alone. Reminders of why I chose to do this. And why I'll stay the course.
Right. The graphics upgrade is good.
Right. Time we got back to work. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, that's the ring?
No, it's me who should be thanking you. Though the pain is still deep.
That's good. The
I don't
graphics
feel
upgrade?
like I'm drowning in it anymore. Let's get out there and put a stop to Calyx. For you, for me, and for everyone who's ever believed in Oblivion.
See? The rings? You can see them. What? Unable to oh, somebody deleted their account? Did we lose a member? It only fuels my determination. I'll do my part, then do yours. Oblivion needs you. Alright, so guys, like, we will be hooking up with the free company soon. I'm just like that. I don't like I'd be on the chat and I'd be seeing them and I'd be talking to them every now and then, but I'm not like really like super buddy with people. That's just how I am, but I'd be in the free but I can always ask and join and do stuff with them. They have like certain nights where they do stuff, but I think we'll start doing that in the future. But once I get like the stuff that I want to do down, I got to get like my characters up, and then I got to get acclimated to the new content. It's like this game's like you gotta be living this game in a way, you know. It's not like a game you play and then you beat. I've been making rounds in that, but I cannot feel as though something is amiss. Might I ask you to join me? Your perspective would be most appreciated. It can wait until you finish attending the show, of course. Oh, Sphene wants me. Let's go. Sphene needs me. Sphene needs me. Yeah, before I used to get like nervous with people and playing this game and then going into the trials, because people be mean and shit. People be like all butthurt. Like, I'd be like, bro, you guys are like shit. I understand why like that whole World of Warcraft thing was like people were taking that serious, because there was like 100,000 people watching that shit. But like I was like, bro, like why you acting like that? That's like that's one of the things when you get people like that, it make it difficult for everybody. Wait, thank you for coming. As I mentioned, I would benefit from your worldly experience. Oh, really? What can we do? Let's do it. Perhaps it is my imagination, but the townspeople appear to be acting oddly. That is, even considering the current state of affairs. As I am yet unfamiliar with the outskirts, I thought you might be better equipped to judge if their behavior is unusual or not. Would you speak with them and see what you think? Though I hope to be proven wrong, I fear that something is not right here. Okay, we're definitely gonna go do that. I'll be right back. You're not wearing a regulator? Don't you know the end is coming? Well, it's your life to lose. Me, I got myself one of those Neo regulators and registered a little while ago. As soon as I did, a display appeared showing the number of registered users. Right now, it's sitting at 4,168. The upper limit was 5,000, wasn't it? Seems the total shot up right after those machine malfunctions. It's only a matter of time before everyone's registered. I pity those who weren't chosen, but I'm going to be an endless. I'm going to evolve and live happily ever after. Wow. He's forcing that shit on them. They don't know what they're doing. They just saw a bunch of people die and they're scared. Yeah, but he wants to suck the energy out of all the worlds. And then boom. Keep everybody alive forever. Oh, please tell me you brought more neo-regulators. Officially, they've all been handed out already. But I've heard rumors there were a few left over. Surely the government still has some. Or perhaps Queen Sphene. I may not look it, but I was a hunter once. Back then, I hardly gave death a second thought, but now I know the truth. That's all I could think about. There has to be a way to hold on. There has to. There has to be. Wade Stripe is a super, really nice guy. Look at him. He's over there saving the world. Greetings. I will remember you when you visited Queen Sphene. Come to check on our well-being, have you? Well, I can say that things are rather stressful out here as well. Without knowing if or when our machinery might turn murderous, the specter of death is ever present. People are terrified. The clamor for neo-regulators have reached a fever pitch. I personally was fortunate to have claimed a new device early on, and have long since completed registration. Death has no hold over me now. Now I must begin my prayers. The darkness draws closer, grows deeper, and we must cast it out. Alright, let's go back to Sphene. Sphene. I got something to tell you. So, what do you think? Was I right to worry? Yeah, you were. Their fear is palpable. Yes, that is exactly it. People are overwhelmed by uncertainty and fear, and with each new registration, that fear inside them grows more insistent. How long until it drives them into a full-blown panic? Wait, can you come to a resolution? We have a problem. I'm already here with Lama T and Alphanon. It sounds like she wants us there in a hurry. We should go. We should go.
What's happened? Sorry to drag you out here, but I thought it best you see for yourself.
Death is your constant companion. Though you toil with diligence, death may come ere your reward is bestowed. Though your grand works be poised for completion, death may come ere you wake the following morn. Though you enjoy a life of peace and good fortune, death needs but one instant to claim you. Your bodies are weak. Your heart, your brain, every fragile organ rolls the dice from moment to moment. Sheer chance deciding if they function or fail. Be you stoic or generous or righteous, no virtues tip the scales in that fatal reckoning.
That's cold.
The choice is made without reason. The end is cloaked in terror. That is what it means to die.
The announcement began after we finished our meeting with Gossen. As for its source, well...
There There is no shame in being afraid. It is that very fear which will drive you to conquer death. Let us set a new course for mankind.
They're not worried.
Let us preserve our existence unto perpetuity. Hope for it, wish for it, pray for it. We will become endless. With evolution's brilliance.
Evolution. You see how they say that? Evolution? I think they did that on purpose.
No one ever wants to take the first step. But this is the right path for us. What other way could there be?
Thou, Wuglamat! You couldn't have come at a better time. Please, you have to let us move to Tuli-Yolal.
It's too dangerous to stay here. Who knows when the next century will turn on us? Even if we wanted to become endless, there are no more neo-regulators to be had. Fleeing is our only option.
If the solution was as simple as leaving, then we'd all have left already. Did you not hear the announcement? For the living, death is a foregone conclusion. No matter where we go, or who we shelter with, we won't get another chance like this to overcome our fate.
Easy for you to say when you have that regulator.
What's that?
The Landsguard are on their way as we speak, and arrangements have been made to see that you all will be safely evacuated. Tuli-Yolal will aid you in whatever way we can. So please, remain calm.
I want to help Alexandria. I want to save its people. But what can I do?
I love that little white mage right there stuff.
I am not their queen.
Yeah, you are. That's why she wears the hoodie, because she hasn't told him who she is. She's the actually original queen from like back in the days. Calyx has access to the core system, which means that if he chooses to do so, he could deploy the soldiers beyond the barrier. Even if our people learn to live with the death and decide to leave the dome behind, they will not be beyond his reach. Yet, if it serves to allay the fears, even a little, I beg you, Wuklama, please let them shelter into Leola. We will welcome any and all who want to come. We've already begun evacuations. We'll be able to pick up the pace once the land guards arrive. In which case, we had best spread out and keep an eye on the crowds. The mood is tense, and we must prepare for possible violence. If you happen to determine where Calyx is hiding, though, we'll be ready to move at a moment's notice. Surely we'll find a clue of some kind. He can't elude us forever. Violence and fear. This is not the future she envisioned for her nation. Tuli-Yolal would grandly welcome every last Alexandrian with open arms. But what of the nation of the late queen was so desperate? To preserve? What of that bright haven of peace and laughter? Wuklamat. I won't stand here and let her legacy be sullied any further. I will protect Alexandria. That was the promise I made to her at the last. But she betrayed you, did she not? Why do you feel this obligation? I saw myself in her, I suppose. We both felt the people's joy as our own, yet alone we lacked the strength to protect them. There's so much that I love in this world, too much for me to take in my arms and keep safe. And that made me afraid. I needed someone to share this love and fear. So together we could do that, what we couldn't by ourselves. Oh, the other queen. She's talking about the other queen. She was the endless queen, the other one. There's like, this is the original one from back in the days, the one that the other queen was modeled after. But the other queen wanted to save her people so much that she turned evil. It's like the logic, you know? You had to shut down the program. And then the other one was the one that Calyx made, which is like pure evil. So there's like 3 of them. Maybe I just wish that we could have been friends. So when she turned to me in her final hour, desperate to safeguard Alexandria's future, I swore that I would see it then. In the end, I think both of you found the friends you needed. I would be yours as well, Sphene. Whenever you fall or struggle to rise, I'll come running to the rescue, and you do the same for me. And that's how we'll protect the things we love. That's how we'll protect Alexandria. You're right. You are right. Aw, new old Sphene. Hey, and don't forget about me. How could we? We'd not be where we are now without you. Right. We got a bit sidetracked there. We should probably be on our way. Do we patrol or do we see if Shade needs a hand? If Shale needs a hand. There you all are. Gululuja. Ah, splendid. We were afraid we'd miss you. Alizé and the others said you were here. Good news, Wade. We finally found a chink in Calyx's armor. We discovered laboratories on Everkeep's 10th level that used to house a preservation initiative. Containment Complex 1029, it's called. And it's been falsely registered as a distribution center. In reality, it hasn't recorded any traffic in decades. We don't think this is where Calyx is hiding as such, but it may well contain clues that will point us in the right direction. I'm sorry it took so long just to get this far. If you're interested, what do you say we can all go check it out together? Thank you for all your hard work. And up. We need to take the lift to get to the complex. I've cleared this expedition with the relevant authorities and have one of our people waiting to operate the said lift. Let's not keep her waiting. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I feel like playing an action game after this. Not to like, probably tonight, maybe. We're probably gonna do some off-stream Wuthering Waves. Oh, it's a dungeon. It's a dungeon. It's a dungeon. I get to do a dungeon. It's a new dungeon. Fuck yeah! Oh, let's do it. Wait, hold on, not yet. What's this? Oh, this is Underkeep? We already did that. We already did that shit. Yo.
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
Yes.
It's so dark I can barely see.
Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
You got the lights working!
Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
It was thanks to Krile and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City.
Oh,
As
yeah,
it was
that's right.
Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort, unique to their organization.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author. We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols. After a grueling search, we finally discovered our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
I took breaks, but Shale never stopped working. Not even once.
You're a treasure sale.
I can contribute precious little else, I'm afraid, but I appreciate your kind words. In any case, this next part will require your helping hands.
Bro,
we need
what
to
do we
spread
gotta
out
do?
and search for something that may lead us to Calyx. We're more than happy to help, of course.
It's highly likely, and personally I hope he does.
You all know our main objectives. We're here to pick up Calyx's trail, and I've learned of a certain device that should help us just do that. I'll explain how as we proceed, but according to the information I was able to dredge up, the device in question should have been installed in the director's office. As far as that might be, yes, this map matches my data. In this room, we're in the researcher's common located on the western side of the complex. The director's office in the northeast of here. It's on northeast of here. It's on the other side over here. We should cut across the circular chamber in the middle, yes? Yes, we should. Fortunately for us, the interior door is locked and we'll need a security key appropriate for the clearance to open it. Judging by the mechanism, it's probably a card of some kind. Can't you work some electro magic? I'll try my best, but this type of lock is well before my time. It may take a while to crack it. And in case I can't, you might want to look around and see if anybody has left a security key behind, a security card behind. Considering the state of the place, it doesn't seem like they abandoned it in some haste. I shouldn't be surprised if we found one. Very well, let's get to searching, shall we? Expect we'll have most luck. We kept their personal belongings. You begin searching containment 1029. Close cooperation will be necessary to overcome the obstacles barring your path forward. Helpful hints will appear in a different color. Pay close attention to the information provided by your comrades. Should you find yourself unable to proceed. No. No. Got it. Try it on the door, see if it opens. Alright. It's this one? You did it, Wade! It's a good thing too, I was getting nowhere with this outdated circuit. I'm curious though, why would they abandon a facility like this? It was run by Director Demetrius, or so that terminal there told me. Perhaps there are more answers to be had once we venture further inside. Let's continue onward. The doors to the director's office is across the central hub. No good. Level 3, as it must delay chase me. We have to comb through the nearby rooms and hope we stumble upon the card we need. Let's start a search in the proto lab. Got it. Canister inserted into the large device could be a soul cell. This could be where they conducted their experiments to create Endless. But we could probably spend days investigating this complex. Finding a way into the director's office must take precedence. Speaking of which, Galul Job mentioned a locker in the corner that he couldn't open. Perhaps you could take a look. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, step away. Master Flesh and Blood Existence. I had a meeting with Director Demetrius. Wait. 1, 2, 4, 9, 14, 18. One, 2, 4, 9. No? Oh. I'll read it to you. Result of experiment 158 showed a marked improvement with aether extraction rates along. At last, we have achieved the target value set by Master Calyx. Though I will become endless as per our ascendancy protocols, I will preserve the historic number along with my few remaining worldly effects. Preserve the number. The machine feeds experiment 158. Right? Oh look, 201930. There's notes about the research they did here. Let's take a look. Experiment. Submitting interface candidate 201930 to be considered. Okay, so that might be it. 201930. Two 01930. Yes. No. Maximum value recorded. Experiment. Comparative study included 11509, experiment 158. New proposal produced 158938. Wait. See, that one's different. That one's different. 9834. Because it gives you one more number. One 1509 9834. One 1509. Oh, we. Was that? I guess it was like alien writing. The locker pops open. Inside you discover a level 2 security card. Finally. Wait, you got the locker open. And you found another security card. But does that say level 2? We needed a level 3, didn't we? Yeah, but it should still open more doors for us. You did well, Wade. These preservation members led such surprisingly normal lives. Leaving notes, losing their cars. I guess I could imagine they'd be more, what's the word, bloodless, mechanical? My parents were once part of preservation, if you recall. It would seem the researchers who agreed with Calyx and his philosophies underwent the conversion to endless entities. But I assume those who could not or would not eventually left the organization altogether. Oh, I almost forgot. The researchers kept journals in their data tablets. The one I read explains much, but something big happened in the complex, and afterwards it was decided that everyone would become endless. The writer was really happy about this. You can tell how much they admired Calyx and his work. The entries ended after that, but maybe you can read more in the other tablet there. Right, let's move this investigation to the other room. Well, we have the Deutero Lab and the maintenance facilities left to search. Both are accessed via the southeast corridor. So it's back to the hub and the locked door across the way, which will hopefully yield before a new security card. I'll take the old one if you like. I doubt we'll have any more use for it. I doubt we'll have any more use for it. Oh, I'm just checking the camera. Yes, it opened. Where should we go first? The Deutero Labs or facilities? Let's start with the lab. Shell, there doesn't seem to be any power here. No, none at all. It's possibly the energy supply for this room is on a separate conduit, which means there should be a contingency for the opening the door. Look here, there's a sign above the card scanner that says, in case of emergency, backup power can be rerouted from facilities. The facilities rooms is down the hall, down the other branch of the corridor. Let's see about getting the power restored. To the Deutero Lab. Engaging power supply. No good. Returning the error. According to the error code reference, if the power supply has been interrupted for an extended period of time, then we need to reconfigure both the emergency generator and the circuit control panels. Emergency generator's over there, right? Yes, and by the looks of it, it's the same model, the one used in Heritage. Oh. How does it send power to the other lab? Ah, I see. The energy cable attached to the base of this terminal leads down the hall directly to the Deutero Lab, which means we need a way to connect the generator to that cable. What about these patterns on the floor? Could it be this? Could it be the circuit we need to reconfigure? I believe you have the right of it. Using the control panels set into each of the tiles, we create an unbroken path for the power to flow. What I wouldn't give for an instructional manual. Indeed, if you could look around for any written procedures, I'll keep digging through the terminal's directory. Might I also ask someone to operate the generator? I can do it. I've used that type of machine before. And would you be willing to try and reconfigure the circuit path, Wade? The rest of us can help by supplying Wade with whatever information he likes. No, he didn't say that, but I made that one up. This one's square. And then this one. Yeah, that should be it. Caution, we're not for duplicate patterns. So this should be the last one. What's the other one? This triangle? There it is. Ah. It worked. We did it, Wade. The Deutero lab is now fully powered. Well done, everyone. If I may show, could we access a certain data log before moving on? I was in check the storage shelves. Preservation, the early days. Of course, it'll take a moment to bring out the contents. It's a text-based account. I'll read it out. Preservation, an Alexandrian Institute for Technological Development, was founded by Calix, an 11-year-old child prodigy. Approval for establishing the organization came during Alexandra's involvement in the storm surge. With Calix's designs for the new defensive solution, funded in large part by the Treasury. As the conflict grew in intensity and casualty mounted, Calix funneled preservation's resources towards the perfection of the memory storage. Research into this field continued even after the storm surge came to an end, with Calix eventually electing to preserve his own memories in a virtual domain. So this account is from before he embraced his endless existence, hundreds of years ago. I met him only once before the storm surge began. I was attending my father, who was then the reigning king of Alexandria. Calix could not have been more than 10 years of age and required constant treatment for his debilitating illness. Yet still he published theories so highly regarded that even the royal family was aware of his achievements. Life should not be lost to the injustice of death. Even now I can hear the single-minded will behind his words. So it was when war came to our kingdom, my father was quick to commit the unwavering support to his somber youth and his proposals for preservation. Several years later, the ensuing violence brought the death of both my parents. Overwhelmed as I was by my sudden succession to the throne, I suspected they spared me the reports on endless research and other less urgent matters. She had no way of knowing what kind of person Calix was changing into. Did he change, I wonder? Did he change? I wonder, because he has ever been the type to value ideals over compassion. I failed to see it at the time. And perhaps he did change, but is still driven by those same deeply held beliefs that morality is cruel and unjust, and his role is to deliver mankind from his fate. Whatever the case may be, we cannot allow him to shape our future. Let's press on, shall we? If I've done my job correctly, the door to the Doodle Lab should be accessible now. I'll give you everything once over just to be sure. The Doodle Lab. The energy current seems stable enough. Still, you should let me handle this one. The security card, if you please. Oh, and a quick prayer that a shorted wire doesn't burn me from the inside out. Excuse me. Right, I'll get this door open. Yes, open. Phew, smooth as silk. Let's head inside and see what awaits. God above. Isn't that... God's above, isn't that? Oh. That's the key, right? I thought we had the key. He's making another one? Or he made that shit. The key to interdimensional fusion. That looks to be a schematic on the monitor. And they used it to make another key. But isn't it missing the shard inside like the one Wade has? We may have been laboring under a misconception. The key was originally a Milala relic. Once this treasure came into our possession, preservation began working to harness the power to cross dimensions. Aside from the crystal, we can see all that the vessel components were constructed here. So what might that tell us? The crystal itself is the key. That would be the logical conclusion, yes, as it is as my parents explained. The key remained shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with the electrode, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion. Not who imbued the key with its powers, not when they did so, nor why. Now it makes sense. Callus can track the key because its vessel was made by preservation. I believe there is much we may learn in this room. On our next visit, I will have to enlist Ishtola's assistance for a thorough investigation. I'm too curious about a great many things, but pin down Calix's whereabouts is our priority. Hopefully there's a security card here that grants access to the director's office. The research conducted in this lab appears to have been highly confidential in nature. Some of the personnel must have belonged to the organization's upper echelons, and that means higher security clearance. We should spread out and look for any cards they left behind. Remember, anything less than a level 3 is no good to us. Let's stroke of luck. Oh, we found it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Isn't that exactly what we need? Oh, level 3. That should get us into the director's office. So what was it you were hoping to find in their show? Again, show. You were saying that a certain device was going to help us. Right. I have properly explained myself, have I? I haven't properly explained myself, have I? I'm looking for a data relay. After we discovered the ostensibly abandoned complex, I performed a cursory investigation which detected a connection to an outside network. When I traced the data's routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of Everkeep security cameras. Considering the way Calyx is one step ahead of us, we must assume he's quietly seized control of the city's surveillance system and has been using it to monitor our activities, to monitor what you, as the key holder, are planning. But since Calyx is the ultimate recipient of those transmissions, the flow of data is like a river that we can follow back to him, which is why I needed a data relay. If I can analyze the device to see where it's rerouting all this surveillance traffic, then you can pinpoint Calyx's position. That said, he has done nothing to impede our progress, which makes me think I might be on entirely the wrong track. Maybe the reason he isn't stopping us is because he can't. Back in the old castle, Calyx said he was measuring Wade's strength. What can he possibly dream up that's stronger than him? Oh, speaking on cameras, there's another thing I meant to mention. I found evidence that someone's deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. The most recent recording was also crudely deleted. I was able to restore the data though, if you'd like to see it. I'll start the show then.
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me. I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calyx's vision.
Yeah.
I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject. But I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways. I lack his extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research. I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why
I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come.
Kafkuya?
Surely you...
Damn. No fucking way. No fucking way.
Protocol, you understand. There can be no exceptions.
Dude, that fool just shot her dead. That is what they're afraid. That's what they don't want. Damn. Fuck. He didn't even hesitate. She only wanted to leave and he executed her. Yeah. I checked the images against the personnel data, and the man who pulled the trigger was Director Demetrius himself. Everything I could find on him pointed to a deep infatuation with Master Calyx. The cameras in this room have been out of operation ever since that incident. Given that the recording was erased, I can only assume he was trying to conceal his grisly deed from the other researchers. Shit. He covered it up too. I'm not surprised given how my parents described their defection from the Institute. They spoke of rushing me through a portal even as preservation agents closed in on them. I dare not ask what it became of them after that, but if it turns out they were captured by their pursuers... They did not regret their actions. They saved you, little crowd. Right, the echo, knowing you saw them as they were. Your words give me great comfort. Oh, crowd. Yeah, they ran out to the... They defected and they ran out to save the baby. That's the baby. Thanks to the haven of living memory, I was at least able to meet my parents and learn what they stood for. It is enough for me to carry on. Even now, we don't know how the conflict unfolded between your parents and preservation. But what we do now is that your mother and father clearly expunged every last trace of their movements. They made sure no one could cross into the source and threaten their child's safety. Right, let's press on, shall we? This tale behind the key deserves a fitting conclusion. To the director's office. You hold a level 3 card key. Level 3 key card. Let's go, Wade. Now to find the data relay. Don't be shy, everyone. Speak up if anything odd catches your eye. Wade, come with me. I might have a need of that security card. Damn, this terminal isn't connected to any outside network, so it can't be the data relay I'm looking for. The office is also smaller than the map suggested. I'm positive we're in the right room. What am I missing? Sorry, Wade. Could I ask you and the others to search the office for any clues to this infuriating puzzle? Yeah, I will. You find a crumbled note wedged between the file binders. Requires password to be input simultaneously, and the proto lab, the deutero lab, and the director's office. Yeah, have been laying dormant for years. I don't know what that said. Month's personal effects you find, presumably director's tablet. Skimming through the contents. Shutdown protocols. Once shutdown protocols have been completed, I will proceed my own corporeal dissolution. As long as the key remains in the physical world, we must keep this complex in pristine condition, whether it be needed for experiments or otherwise. It must be ready to support future operations in whatever capacity Master Calyx requires. To that end, facility equipment will be maintained in stasis mode. Furthermore, a critical component for a secure room access will be stored separately to defend against unauthorized authority. Nothing of note. The mystery of the key's activation condition remains unsolved. The key triggered an explosion today. Temporary interdimensional portal verified. Continued attempts to stabilize the core's energy reactions. 13 researchers sustained fatal injuries in the explosion. Memory facilities of 4 personnel sufficiently intact for endless conversion. Remaining 9 designated for aether reclamation processing. Nothing of note. Rejected resignations of 2 Milala researchers. Major incident. Details in full report. The 2 inept Milala broke with preservation and absconded with the key. Though the fugitives have since been caught and eliminated, we were too late to recover the relic. The only reason we retained our flesh was to serve Master Calyx as physical instruments to conduct his experiments. Damn, they killed her parents. I dare not imagine the depths of disappointment. The complex is to be shut down. All personnel will have their bodies reduced to aether and will be allocated for further experimentation. Memory data will be archived. Any endless conversions will be subject to Master Calyx's discretion, and if he does not deem us fit, then we are not deserving of eternal life. Damn, bro. The collection of soul cells. We need to open the locker. The door to the locker swings open. Oh shit. That's creepy. What's up, Choco? It contains nothing of note. You quietly shut the locker. Hey, Choco, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. That's fucking creepy. He had pictures all in his locker of Calyx. Thank you. Enjoy your day. I hope your work day is going great. Look at that. That's weird. This fool's obsessed with that guy. That's fucking weird. Have you found something? Yes, we found all that stuff. Thank you. A misplaced note, was it? Can we get a voiceover? Oh, we don't got a voiceover. With instructions for accessing a secure room, no less. Seems we need to enter a password on 3 different terminals at the same time. There was no such room marked on the map, was there? No, a precautionary measure, no doubt. And if passwords are involved, I expect the access lift itself to be concealed too. Concealed by electrope, you mean? Could it be that wall? I thought it seemed odd when I walked past. Oh. Remember Kafka used to say, Shell, never trust an electrope surface. Electrope isn't always. Of course, electrope is how you alter the look of all of Sanusha 9's floors and walls, isn't it? In which case, it shouldn't be too hard to disable. Another door. I managed to deactivate the projection, but the lock is another story. Didn't that note lay out the password protocol? So I will go ahead and give it a try. 2 people should prepare the lab terminals. I'll take the proto lab. I'll take the Deutero lab. Actually, it might be better if you stayed, Sphene. Your knowledge of Alexandria and its people could be needed here. Yes, you're right. And if the passwords are hiding behind clues, that may be something I can help with. I can help too. I've lived my whole life in Alexandria, after all. I will take the Deuterab duty then. Deutero lab duty. We can keep in touch with the via communicator and match our timing. Wait, you shall have the honor of entering the office password. Once we determine what we need to input, take your place at this terminal. I'll stand by to guide Wuklamat and Corral through the process. You know, there was a display plate over there, the one with the gems. I thought since it was made of electro, I might have some other purpose, but I couldn't find any switches or buttons to make it do anything. Maybe you can figure it out. And it's missing a gem. What did it say? Garnet? Oh, the red gem is Garnet. This is Dagger's name. Princess Garnet. 2 jewels are embedded with this electro plate. It also appears to be an empty slot. Creepy. There's nothing in there. Is it gonna let me use the terminal? You have yet to discover enough clues to deduce the passwords. Solve the puzzle. You got it. Alexandrite. Say these gems were so treasured in the past that they named the kingdom after them. Here, you should hold one on to this one just in case. Well, that's what I need for this. The gem fits naturally into the place. So these are the passwords: Alexandria, Garnet, and Sapphire. Yes, I knew that jewel would come in handy. Let me see. This one special meaning has for gems. It's an old belief, I think, where each type of gem means something different. I bet if you asked Sphene, she could tell more about it. After all, even her name comes from the gemstone. Deuterab, Director's Office, Proto Lab. Okay. Yes, if you have questions, you only need to ask. Symbolism of Yes, I was taught that Alexandria represents the conception of protection. It is incidentally also the origin of Alexandria's name. Oh, are you thinking this has something to do with the passwords? A sapphire and a garnet as well, you say. They all have meanings. Alexandrite, it said protection. Sapphire represents honesty, and garnet symbolizes devotion. We should try these words as the terminals and see if they're accepted. The Proto Lab. Wait, hold on. The Proto Lab's sapphire, right? Yeah, and then this one's the Deutero. Oh, Deutero Labs. Oh, Deutero Labs Garnet. Okay. Alright. So what is Alexandria's protection, Sapphire's honesty. That one's gonna be devotion, because that's Garnet. And then that's gonna be protection. I think that's right. Did it work? Yes. I am so glad that worked. Me too, because this shit is taking forever. And I'm getting hungry. That secure room is the only place we've yet to search, and if the data relay is anywhere, it has to be there. We'll venture as soon as Wiglamat and Krau rejoin us. Use the director's terminal. To board the lift and see what awaits us. Yeah. Like, how long is it going to take for you to get to the dungeon? Oh, that's a cool looking room.
This terminal doesn't look special to me, but this is definitely what we're after?
Oh, okay. Okay, give me 1 minute, guys. I gotta actually, I forgot this phone's dying. Well, do you want them today or you want to wait 3 weeks? Next time I'll just order from Amazon. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go grab something. why maybe next time we'll just order it from Amazon. That way you don't have to make it. That's why I do it, because it's like.
I'm telling my friend because she orders at Amazon. She don't buy things on Temu.
Huh?
She orders at Amazon. She's on Temu takes longer.
I was like, I got a text on the other phone too, the same text.
Text? Huh?
Yeah, the other phone, like, cause I logged into my account. For some reason, it sent me a text on the other iPhone. No, my mom. Mom, she needed ice because her legs hurt. I'll be right back, guys.
Got it? Did you get rice?
Did I get what?
Rice?
Ice, yes. I got her ice.
It is, but whether or not it will suffice for our purposes is another question.
Yeah, I had to get her ice. Sorry. Yeah, her hip. So she says she's trying to. It hurts when she walks down the stairs. But, huh? Yeah. But that's why I removed it. You know, that's why she wants to. Eventually, she wants to get a one story. Because the stairs. No, she's not doing any work. That's why do you think I get so upset with her when she does too much? I'm like, Mom, like, don't hurt yourself. That's why I'd be worried. You know? Get that phone call. Okay, guys, we're back. I'm sorry, I had to do something for my for Mom. Her hips hurting, so she's having a hard time with the stairs. Get her some ice. It's unfortunately we grow old and we can't stop that. So I can do what I can. Sometimes you just gotta help. All right, it is. But what are it's not voiced over, huh?
The Endless are created using the memories of the deceased. But as memories are, in essence, collections of data, the resultant entities have no physical form. These data entities, as we might call them, have only two methods for interacting with the material world. One of these we saw in Living Memory, where the Endless are granted temporary bodies through the use of corporeal ether. They become much like solid ghosts that one can see and touch.
Yeah.
The other method, which Kafkiwa employed, is the remote operation of a machine. But where do you suppose the Endless are to be found when not inhabiting a physical body?
The core.
Endless are memories, and if memories are data, then
the data center, bro. The meso terminal. In a world formed of data.
Yes, we suspect they reside in a virtual domain, one contained entirely within an electric-based machine. We've seen such a realm before, after all.
Oh, you mean like the Alexandria made from the Endless Sphene memories? It all seems so real.
Mm-hmm.
So this virtual domain, it would also be housed within the Meso terminal.
But how? I thought we shut down all the terminals in living memory.
What's up with her shirt? Is her shirt like, is it cut off? Or is it like just the front part?
You did. And Kafkiwa's program performed just as she intended. The Meso terminal itself was deactivated, as evidenced by the failure of the device which was keeping Sphene's body in stasis. Be that as it may, we face a master of electrope engineering. That he managed to partition and protect the sector harboring his own memories is well within the bounds of possibility.
Let us say that the Meso terminal does indeed contain a second domain, and that Calyx himself resides there. This city, on the other hand, exists here in the source. That being the case, I thought perhaps we could prevent his remote interference by closing the gate to the Golden City, and thus severing the connection between worlds.
Except I tried to close it once.
So I'll be working on
a
relic weapons too.
The process required administrative authorization.
Because I just want the glamour
at the time had been imposed by
for my other classes, because I'm getting all the other ones 100, so I'm gonna need something glowy. And I don't want to buy anything, so I'm gonna work on relic weapons and occult crescent.
Just as I suspected. Even now, security transmissions from throughout the keep are being tapped by the core system and routed elsewhere. Almost every single one has you as its focus. He's keeping track of the keyholder's movements.
Yeah, he wants to know where the fuck I'm at.
Time's up. And what a waste of time it's been.
What's up, Calyx? We all know you've been watching.
Hoping to find me by tracing security data? That will not be necessary. Through a not inconsiderable effort, I've taken your measure and prepared a force sufficient to subdue you.
Oh. Now you measure my power.
Come. I invite you to the upper reaches of the Meso terminal. The storage device which holds my memories is there. Break the memory bank and victory is yours. I, in turn, will seek to wrest the key from you with any and every means at my disposal.
And if we refuse this invitation?
Oh, he's gonna fuck us up.
I will wait and continue to convert Alexandrians into Endless.
Oh.
Consider the urgency of the situation and make the wiser choice.
Answer me one question, Calyx. The Endless Sphene. When she was queen, you had her face an impossible task, then manipulated her into using the key when she was at her most desperate. If you can do all that, then why not whisk it away when her plans went to ruin? Why let it fall into our hands?
You pour salt in the wound. That disaster was a miscalculation on my part. As her end drew near, Sphene and her restructured memories had become one with the terminal's control systems. In that singular place, in that singular moment, she wielded an authority greater than mine. Thus she was able to shield you, the neighboring sovereign to whom she entrusted her nation's future, and the hero to whom she entrusted that priceless key.
She was the good one too.
I am unsure to what degree she perceived my presence, but she knew that someone was watching.
She knew. Yeah, she knew. She knew something was up. She had no choice. She was a fucking...
Does that satisfy your curiosity?
But her memories, her Sphene memories, like, she ended up, like, being the good person in the end, too. But she was doing it for, like, the right reasons. She couldn't, like, help herself.
It does. And I'm satisfied that you will take nothing more from this nation. Not one more life, not one more future, not one single smile from another child's face. You hear me?
The thing is, he's not even real either. He died a long time ago. That's his memories.
Sorry for losing my temper.
So now it's like,
But there's only one way we can.
not only was he
like
cold-hearted when he was alive, he's actually like even more now. So he's just like, you don't care.
Whatever grand future he envisions, someone will be made to pay the price. And I won't let that happen.
I'm with you.
If I may, I realize it is not my place to say this.
We gotta give it a little recording.
Even so, I must thank you both. On behalf of my other self, allow me to say how grateful I am to have you as our champions.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say like other stuff. Well, that was an adventure. I may not have been the method of show I was hoping for, but at least now we know where to find Calyx and what we need to do next. Indeed, I will remain curious about preservation's research into the key. I gotta charge this thing too. Though I may not be able to contribute much to a direct confrontation, I mean to see this through with you all, providing whatever support I can. Oh snap. Do we still gotta like wait to unlock this thing? We briefed Bell about the sent word. Now we gotta consider what our next actions will be. Calyx has offered you the opportunity to confront him directly. And though it feels like much like striding face first into an ambush, we have little choice. If we are to destroy the memories he supposedly stored in the upper reaches of the Meso Terminal, then that is where we must go. Well, I'm still upset at being deprived of my moment. I nevertheless did my due diligence. I can confirm that the relay we found was indeed transmitting surveillance data to a device somewhere in living memory. When you go to fight Calyx, pray let me fight alongside you. Let me fight for the memory of Otis and Zelenia, for the other Sphene I may have become, but most importantly for my beloved kingdom and a joyful tomorrow. It has always been your fight, if not more. Yeah, this is like your kingdom. Like you are the original Sphene. It hardly needs saying, but your fellow scions also have every intention of accompanying you into battle. So adamant were Alizé and the others on this point, they've already left for living memory. I am more than ready to do the same. Okay, let's go. I keep patrolling the streets for signs of trouble, especially from anyone wearing neo-regulators. Should you need anything from me, I'll be on standby here in the back room. I really want to go with you, but I know I can't. I know that sometimes you have to be patient and trust in your friends. Oh, Wade. Kral and I think that we should talk to Gosan before we leave for living memory. Under Calyx's direction, preservation has helped shape Alexandria's society for centuries. Taking him down will have a serious consequence, and we need to warn the officials in charge about what we intend. Justifications aside, we shall be acting against the wishes of all who desire to become endless. Exactly. We don't know if Gosan will approve or oppose our chosen course, but either way, leaving without a word is the wrong thing to do. Come, we should be on our way. Resolution first, yes? Be safe, everyone. We'll see you when it's over. Well, this is what we've been waiting for since the release of Dawn Trail. We have 5 trials. We're gonna have 5 trials. We'll have like 2 more, 3 more, or some shit like that. Post Dawn Trail shit. And then, cause everyone has like, see. They'll probably do this one different. Stormblood had more bosses. You see? There's always a post. So, for Dawn Trail, we'll get like more. From how it's normally done, unless they switch that. Unless like this is it. I don't think this will be it. I hope it doesn't become it. But it's cool because now we can just run shit over and over again.
I see. a difficult situation. In the absence of an official sovereign, I agree that it is not preservation's place to dictate the future of our nation. However, I also cannot simply take a side and declare my support for your efforts to defeat Calyx.
Is that because of the new regulator you wear?
I've yet to register it. I find myself caught between the fear of dying and the desire to carry out the duties of governance.
Well, yeah.
My greatest concern is how we shall stem this ever-increasing terror of mortality when becoming endless is no longer an option. And that's
It
to
should
say
have
nothing
never
of the
been.
recent slaughter committed by our own soldiers. The fact that such violence was perpetrated for the very purpose of creating Endless will, paradoxically, make it more difficult to endorse your chosen course. It may not seem logical, but for those who lost friends and family in the attacks, halting the creation process altogether would render the deaths of their loved ones utterly meaningless. Is it not cruel to rob them of what little solace they could claim? When we
It
have
makes no
only just
sense. It
learned
doesn't
what
make
it
any
is to
sense.
mourn? Tell me, how are we meant to overcome such tragedies?
Oh, bro, you're supposed to learn that people die.
We stop
You're
begging
supposed to.
others to teach us for a start.
Yeah, you're supposed to feel that shit. Look at him running around all scared to die.
For the longest time, we've been protected by Queen Sphene and the systems put in place by our forebears. The hardships and responsibilities of life were distant things, and we felt entitled to our comforts. Even as we barely noticed those who
This guy knows what's up.
everything to
He's
keep
a
us
smart
sheltered.
guy.
But no more. From now on, we need to learn on our own. How to live with the promise of death. How to endure the pain of loss.
Yes. How to endure the pain of loss.
We may never learn to love such things, but we may learn to survive them. The people beyond the barrier.
She has like a
even
Yuna looking
Alexandrians of
outfit,
old,
doesn't she?
They've all had to live with these fears. There's no reason we can't do it too.
What are you all doing here?
Chilling.
Malachite called us in, and the Oblivion members briefed us on the current crisis.
Chilling.
You don't stand idly by while your house burns down. We came together and thought about how we could help.
The colors. It's an overall. Never mind. I thought it was a dress.
Long
like,
story short,
like
you
Final Fantasy
decided to join the
X.
fight alongside Oblivion. I say fight, but we're well aware of how little use we'd be in actual combat.
A battle of ideas, on the other hand. Now that we might be qualified to do something about.
Yeah, you can do that. Make
We'll
me some
talk
bombs.
to our neighbors and do our best to quell their fears. Convince them to make the most of this life and enjoy all it has to offer.
Yes, make the most of this life. This is
Perhaps that
this
will
is
help
the
to
message.
ease your burden.
This is the movement.
It certainly will. Even if a few are assuaged by your words, it will make things easier.
Those who have already registered will be difficult to sway, but there are still many who waver. Those are the ones we'll concentrate on.
Gossan, if you truly care for the people of Alexandria, then now's the time to start thinking of ways to prevent more deaths.
Because this is a possibility. Look at all the stuff that's happening in the real world. Look at those robots. Imagine implanting that robot with AIU.
I would regret it for the rest of my existence.
Or some of your stuff, your personality traits. You see how the progression of technology can come to, like, stuff like this can happen? We never thought of it before because it was all fantasy, but...
Forgive my weakness. When the people have lost their way, it falls to the government to support and guide them.
Yes, when the people have lost their way.
Alexandria can rise above this sorrow and find its way forward once more. Is that not so, Your Majesty?
Indeed it is.
Yes. Oh no, there's a part of this shirt too. So it's just cut off.
No, that wasn't... what I meant to say was...
Calm down, Sphene.
You used her name.
Everybody knows that's Queen. We all know. Like, she thought nobody knew.
The perfect resemblance to our beloved Queen Sphene has not escaped our notice. Yet we also understand that you are not her. Having to live in secret, unable to share who you really are, that must have been hard on you. When you come back, please tell us all about yourself. I imagine yours is a rather outlandish story, but we're eager to hear it all the same. You're one of us, an Alexandrian, and we don't abandon our own.
That's right.
I promise to return. And when I do, I look forward to speaking with you all.
She has a little green hair. That's Sphene, guys. Everyone was so warm and welcoming. Alexandrians are, as ever, a stalwart people. How glad I am to be home. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Gossan. That decision must have been difficult to make. If I can only claim the courage to do this, do so came from within. The final push came from Alexandrian citizens and their bravery in taking the first step towards change. Speaking of which, can I ask you to lock that neo-regulator away where no one can get to it? That should prevent the registrations from reaching the target numbers. I should be glad to do so, but I fear it will be to no avail. According to our most recent surveys, the number of neo-regulators in circulation exceeds the stated 5,000. I surmise the surplus units are to account for those like myself who had a change of heart and otherwise hesitant to register. That does sound like something Calyx would do. well, we'll have to face him either way. So no point in delaying the inevitable. On to living memory. Gotcha. Damn, look at that. Look at that. They're all like all up on each other. Wade, what are you doing, bro? You got a mission. Little Wade over there got a mind of his own.
Things seem much the same.
So listen, you have nothing more to fear than any other normal day. Deep breaths. We'll get through this.
You'd be telling them much the same if you were here. I suppose it falls to me now.
Yes. Kafkuya. That's Kafkuya's son. See, the problem with people treating this, they're treating the whole, like, they treat the whole Final Fantasy 14 as a whole game. Like, this is like a whole entire new storyline. Like, each storyline is like, each Final Fantasy game is a different storyline, you know? We gotta go to living memory. So I kind of treat it like another game within the game, you know, another like Final Fantasy game within the game. That's why people are like, people always like don't like, they always ruin it for themselves. And I don't know why they do that. Are we gonna go back to living memory? Like, is it gonna be alive again? This is gonna be cool. There's a fate over here. See, I gotta do fates over here. There's a fate over there too. Can I fly around here? Oh yeah, I can fly around here. Okay, let me go finish this. Ah, good to see my comrades. Yes, Ishtola. I'm sorry, Ishtola. I've been hanging out over here. Lil Wade's been hanging out with Sphene, so I don't know how that's gonna end up for you. But you've always had your head in the books, so I hope we cool. I hope we can be. I hope Little Wade can be friends with you. What's up? I think she took it okay. All right, guys. I'm just playing around. You know, he's like his own person in there. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go eat lunch. I'm gonna go do some cool stuff, hang out a little bit, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna finish the rest of this and unlock the Alliance raid tonight. We're gonna unlock the once we unlock the trial in the new dungeon right now, we'll get the extreme, and then we're gonna run the new dungeon. We gotta learn the new dungeon. We gotta learn the new trial. We'll run the trials over and over again. We'll do trials again. Now we got new stuff to go through. And then we'll finish Viper. We got a ton of stuff to do. We'll work on a Occult Crescent, relic weapons. So we're full on back on 14 now. I don't know how much more they're gonna add to this, but we're gonna go through all of this Dawn Trail content. So I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hit a follow. Go hit them. Hit those links. Hit a follow there. I wish to see you guys here again. We got more games coming up, and then yeah, we got a ton of stuff. You guys know how we do it. What else am I gonna do with my life? All right, guys.